commercial.
Oh my God, that's so great. That's so great.
That's our debut. That's the debut of our new commercial. Oh my gosh. Sally, what did you first think when you saw it?
I was out and she sent it to me and I wouldn't load because I was in a restaurant and I was like, oh, I want to see this. So I couldn't wait to come home and play it. When I saw it, I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh.
I love it.
Yeah, I absolutely love it too. It made me giddy. I was giggling, I was watching, and it's like a good positive giggle, So I was giggling because I was giddy about it. And I just love, it's all about action, right? Action Takers Publishing, that's what we're all about. And I wanted to say, like, what do you think all of those books have in common? Well, there's a lot of things that all those books have in common, but what's one of those things that those books have in common?
That they all have in common.
Yeah, I got it on the spot.
They're all done by you.
Action Takers Publishing. But not
Women.
only that, see, all the stories are very inspiring and motivational, uplifting stories. The whole purpose of all the books that we do are about motivating and inspiring people to take action, to live the life they truly want to live. That's why it's Action Takers Publishing. And I was looking at those titles, and my gosh, the stories coming out of people are absolutely incredible. And one in particular that I'm going to mention right now because we're launching it. Wait, wrong book. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Wellness for Winners. We're launching that book on February 15th of 2022. It's been in the making. This was a book that was with a different publishing company. And there was a tragedy that happened in that company. And so I was like, you know what? Do you guys want us to do your book? And they were like, yes, thank you. So here we are, getting ready to launch this book. And it's just an amazing collaboration of stories. And so, yeah, Sally, you want to talk a little bit about the book itself?
Yeah, these stories are so remarkable, and some of these stories will have you in tears. The things that these challenges that these people have been through in their lives, is just, you sit there and you read it, and then for them to come out the other side of it and thrive is remarkable. And so, these stories are really, really uplifting, really positive, and just really good stories that I think are going to help a lot of people.
I totally agree. And so we're here for our town hall update, which I was going to put that up front, but I forgot. So we're doing our weekly town hall update, and we just want to keep everybody updated, on what we're working on behind the scenes at Action Takers Publishing, because it's kind of fun to know, like, what are they doing? What are they working on now? What are they working on next, right? And so we're wanting to share that with you. So the first thing we have on the agenda, again, is, February 15th, we're launching the book, Wellness for Winners. Super excited for these 30 authors many of them have never written a book before. So Sally, why don't you tell people, like, when you wrote your first book, you were in your first collaboration book, I would think was your first one, right? But you've been writing for years, like journaling and stuff. But what was it like that first time to have your name in print?
I was so excited. And if you go onto my YouTube channel, you can find my unboxing video of the One Habit for Entrepreneurial Success. And I couldn't wait to see my name. And it was so funny because I opened up the box and I opened up the book and I'm like, there I am.
It's exciting, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, and to actually see your name on a book is just, is remarkable. Especially, I always wanted to be a writer. And in fact, I had taken like a little note card and I made a little book. This was years and years ago. And I wrote, Sally's book, and this is going to be my book. And I had it on my mirror in my bedroom. And I would look at that and say, one day I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a book. And it had been a dream of mine for years and years, and had never happened, until I got offered that opportunity. I was like, I'm just going to do this. So
a lot of attraction at work.
Yeah, it was so exciting to see, and I see now some of these first time authors, and I'm talking with a lot of these people because I'm getting to know them through this process. And, I'm saying, let's hop on a Zoom call, or let's get together and just chat about, your chapter. Or do you need any help with this? And they are so excited about especially, the first timers. So
Yeah.
I'm really
Oh,
excited for them.
yeah, and today we pushed out the marketing materials, and oh my gosh, it was just this onslaught of, oh, these are wonderful, these are so beautiful. These are some of the things that we do as your publishing company, not only being part of one of our collaboration books, but also, if you have your own book that you want to publish, one of the things that we do is we provide all the marketing materials, so you don't have to worry about that. Because really, once the book is published, that's just the start. That is the start. And we'll be talking about that in some of the set. We're doing weekly trainings and stuff. We'll be talking about everything related to publishing and writing your book, getting your story out there, and just spreading that message of love, of hope, or whatever it is that you want to share. For us, it's all about inspiration and motivation. And we want to talk today a little bit about the summit that we have coming up, right? The invisible. Let me see. We got to move a little bit over so they can see our faces. There we go.
The
Okay.
Invisible to Invincible Summit. Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's for our book, Invisible No More, Invincible Forevermore. All of these ladies in here are authors in that book, and we're all coming together and doing this summit, and it's going to be amazing.
It really is. And one thing I like about this is when I did the first book that I did, which was called Momentum, 13 Lessons from Action Takers Who Changed the World. That was the first collaboration book I put together. And I was pretty scared to do it, but I did it. And then I went forward with the next one, which is called The Fearless Entrepreneurs. And we had that summit just this month in January. And then Invisible No More, Invincible Forevermore book, we're having a summit called Invisible to Invincible. So it's all the people talking, the women talking in that one will be, talking about how they moved from invisibility to invincibility to give you tips and tricks. It's not their story, but this is like actual practical tips and tricks that you can use to move into that invincibility. And the reason we wanted to bring this up today is because this is one of the things we do with our collaboration books is we host a summit after the book has been published. So this company here is not just about putting a book out there. It's way more than that. It's about building relationships. It's about, creating communities within the community. Like you have your own book that you're in, and then there's a whole community of authors outside of that. And so the summits was one of those ways that we could continue to, give to our authors an opportunity for them to, reconnect with other people. And I love it. The Fearless Entrepreneur Summit was absolutely amazing. Like I took a ton of notes. I'm sitting there just, yeah, go ahead.
What's great about the summits is, our book launched back last August. And so, right. And so as our book was launching and we were doing that, we got to know each other as a group, and we were, so excited and getting together and doing it. But then the book launched and the holidays came, and you kind of lost touch with all these people. And these are all, positive, uplifting, incredible people that are part of these books. You want to stay in touch with them. So then, you do this summit maybe 5-6 months later. Now you're with these women or men all over again. And so it's so nice to just have that relationship and start nurturing it again.
Yeah, and that's so true, Sally, right? Because that's the point, is it keeps coming up because we want to have these relationships to continue to be fostered, because it is about collaboration. The book is a collaboration book, but it's beyond the book. It's beyond the book. Ooh, that's a good title. That's Beyond the Book. And
write that down.
Yeah, that's a writer downer. Yeah, and so really, we want to see you grow, flourish. We want to do what we can in order to help that to happen. With that said, all of our books, again, are about inspiring and motivating people to take action. So if you have a solo book and you're like, I don't know how to do it myself, I want to hire a publisher, reach out to us. As long as it's inspiring and motivational, we're going to publish it. But if it's not a genre that's related to inspiring and motivating, then we're not interested. I'm just going to say it flat out, because we are all about personal development. We're all about providing tools and tips and tricks and whatever stories that can help to motivate people to take action to live the life they truly want to live. So super excited about what we have coming up. We have a book launch February 15th for Wellness for Winners. Shout out to the Wellness for Winners authors. Woo, 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 woo. Because we're going to hit that bestseller and that number one. I just feel it. I feel it. international #1 best-selling author. How does that sound to you, Sally?
That sounds great to me. Let's go for it.
Yes. And then also, but before that launch, we do have the Invisible to Invincible Summit. Again, that's February 2nd and 3rd, 2022. Go to actiontakerspublishing.com and you'll find everything that you need. Do we have a tab for summits? Maybe we do. We have a tab.
Well, it's just actiontakerspublishing.com/summit.
Summit. Yeah, so we'll have a tab on our website that says summit so that you can easily find that, in case you didn't know the backslash or whatever. So go check it out, see what we got going on, and maybe there's something there for you. If you have a story to tell, every single person has a story to tell. Sometimes it's figuring out which story. Like, you have so many stories. We all have so many stories. Which story are you going to choose? We probably have a book for you. If we don't, reach out to us and say, hey, here's my story. Can you create a book around this? And we might just be able to do that, that's cool. Huh? We have people coming out to us now saying, can you do a book like this or a book like that? And so, we're tackling it head first. That's for sure. Right, Sally?
Love it.
So awesome, everybody. We will check in with you next week. And Linda Sunshine West of Action Takers Publishing with
Sally Green, the creative director. And let's go out with our new commercial.
Let's go.